Hello and welcome to Interactive Distractions, episode number 564. My name is Chris Fricchio and I'm here with Geoff Chorney.
What up, everyone?
And returning to join us as a guest is Fraser. Fraser, how you doing, man? Welcome back.
Kia ora. I am fantastic, friends. I thank you so much for having me back.
Of course.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, hopefully I didn't say too many weird Australian things last time. That got me.
The more Australian things you say, the more likely you come back. That's really the gist of it.
Fantastic.
That's the way it works.
Today we're gonna do some distractions, and we're gonna have we have kind of a topic of conversation that we want to throw around. Didn't get community feedback on this because it was kind of a last minute thing, but and then no news today with not much going on. That's super interesting, but we do have a new release list, and then we'll wrap it up and get out of here. But before we do any of that, Frase, how's it going, man? Why don't you introduce yourself again and tell us what's happening this week? How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. I have had a wild couple of weeks. I was just talking to Chris about this before a little bit. Whether you know this or not, I've invested my entire life into coffee. I run the Australian Barista Academy, so I get people from all over the world coming to me to hang out and talk about coffee and drink coffee and just coffee. But last week we had I had a farmer from Colombia come and do a talk about some of the coffee things that she's been doing in Colombia, which is pretty exciting. We've purchased some of her coffees, and we're going to be running those as some special releases throughout the year. So that's kind of been pretty cool. But something that's even crazier is that I was updating my LinkedIn profile last week or the week before, just with some little new things that I've been doing. And LinkedIn often just sends you things. And it sent me a job that, hey, you might be interested in this. And I actually was.
You know what? I didn't know I was, but I am.
Yeah, right. I now am. So it's in a completely different industry, completely different field. A lot of what I currently do is very easily transferable.
Nice.
So I applied with definitely underexperienced for it, but I thought, you know what? Who cares? Let's just try it. Spruced up the CV, threw it in, got a phone call like the next day.
Nice.
And went through several rounds of interviews, and each interview I thought, oh man, I'm so out of my depth for this. What is going on? And then you get the phone call for the next one and you're like, oh my God.
Fake it till you make it, man.
Yeah, that's right. So unfortunately I didn't get it. But what it did do was kind of give me a little bit more confidence to kind of apply for some other roles that were very similar.
100%.
So I did. And now, again, I'm quite far into the hiring process of something that is very, very exciting. It's video game related.
Ooh,
and,
okay.
It's going to be a pretty massive release this year. So I'm going to keep it pretty close to my chest because I'm really excited about it. And I in fact woke up to an email this morning saying we'll be in touch very soon.
Nice.
So just stressing out about that. That's been
one thing I will say about like that whole ordeal, since I've kind of been going through it as well, is what people need to remember is even if you get called in to interview for a job and you don't get it, you still get the interview experience because it's really stressful.
Yeah.
You know, going through the interview process and how to prepare for interviews and things like that, it's really stressful. So getting that experience with doing interviews and understanding how you can prepare for future interviews or for, you know, maybe it's for the same company or a different company or whatever it is, like all that stuff is super important. Like if you're wanting to, and this is all like for me learning it quite a bit over the past few months because I've been searching for a new job, you know. And one of the things that I've been doing is also when because a large number of us were hit with the layoff at my company. There's a few there's a few companies that several of us are interviewing with. So on the two companies that I'm currently like the furthest in, I've been basically info dumping after every interview. This is what we talked about, and it's one of those things because you forget. And just that information that you get is so valuable. Like just so you can prepare stories about around the questions that they're going to ask you and stuff like that. Like, interviewing is no joke, man. It's a very big test of your charisma. It really
definitely. And like the further into like leadership roles I've gotten, the more insane interviews become. And this was the first time where I've had to record like video answers to an application.
Oh, interesting.
So it wasn't a full like video. A lot of it was typed out, but there was a lot of like, hey, answer this question in video form. So, all right, I can definitely do that because like I spend all day, every day in front of people just talking about coffee. So my other passion being video games, it's very easy to just do that too. But yeah, it's been pretty wild ride. And I guess like also on the other side of things, like I've been working at companies where there's been roles going and people have applied and last minute the company decides actually we're going to do an internal hire. And no matter how far through that process you've gotten on the outside, you miss out for no other reason than this person is actually already working here.
but here's the thing, like the one thing I'll say about that is I appreciate when that happens to an extent, because like if I'm really interested in being at a company and I hear that the job that I was applying for is no longer available, but it's because they filled it with an internal hire, especially if it's like an internal promotion opportunity, that makes me more interested in working for that company because it means they're actually investing in their people and they want to move their people forward. So, I can respect that. It's one of those, like I had a buddy of mine was trying to get me into Morgan Stanley, which is a fintech company. And he sent me like 3 or 4 jobs to apply for, as a referral. And I applied for all of them. And he's like, yeah, they all got filled by internal hires. I'm like, I can't really, I get it. I get it.
On the outside, you never know. You just like, sorry, you're not going any further with this opportunity, blah, blah, blah. And, you always ask for feedback and they're like, oh, we've gone with someone who's a little bit more experienced. We've gone with someone with this and that. You never really know. And more times than not, it's actually not a reflection on you as the person or the potential employee. It's, they have decided that we're just going to go with an internal hire, or we're going to go with with another route. And
I have a peer of mine that was interviewing with a different company in the same industry. And she made it through all of the interview rounds and all of them seemed to go well. And after all was said and done, she got the call and didn't get the job. And her and I had a conversation about it. And she's like, I just put so much effort in that. And I was like, listen, Pam, like this is something that you got really far with this. It's super impressive. What probably boiled down to, because it was a very specific skill set that they were looking for. Like it was essentially mobile development. And I said, I bet it came down to you and one other person and they had mobile development and you don't. And that's probably what it was. And she was like, yeah, you're probably right. So it's like the thing about job hunting is that you're going up. Yes, you're going up against hundreds of other people. So you can't let it get you down when, you don't get selected. It's difficult. I know that I've been kind of on edge because of my situation, because I've been waiting for 2.5 weeks to get feedback from one company that said they wanted me. So I'm like in a holding pattern, just waiting for them to make a decision on what things should look like. And then I just finished up with another company yesterday, and I'm kind of waiting to hear back about that. So, I'm really hoping. I was hoping to have good news this week, and I don't. So now it's like hoping I have good news next week. So we'll see what happens.
There's always next week. Exactly.
Well, yeah, you gotta keep us up to date with what you're doing, man, because that sounds like it's pretty interesting. Maybe
it's gonna be.
Maybe you can give some spoilers offline.
It's gonna be wild, dude. Absolutely wild.
Awesome. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's me. When I get off here with you guys today, I will. We're going to go and see Devil Wears Prada 2, which I'm pretty excited about.
Okay.
And that's me, man. Just games, work, coffee. That's it.
That sounds great. Look, I'm telling you, like that sounds great. I got my coffee right here, man. Like you're I don't know how you're singing
coffee at night.
Saying all the right all right things right now. Honestly, Geoff, I have coffee in the evening on Friday and Saturday night because I stay up late and play games.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
so yeah. Because don't you have coffee all the time anyway?
He loves his cocky.
Yeah.
Jeff, how are you, man? What's going on?
Taking it in his mouth. What? Sorry. What the hell am I doing?
Sorry, I was distracted.
Where we go with this? I want to reel this back in.
I bet you do. Cocky jokes.
Did I say cocky?
Yeah, you did.
I did? Oh, my bad.
Hey, if you didn't, it wouldn't have made for that glorious minute we just had.
Yes, absolutely.
Not
I'm
much,
cutting
man.
that out, by the way.
Works. You better not.
Jeff, you know I don't cut shit out. Come on, man.
No, I know. I'll keep it. I'll keep the rest of this PG-13.
Wise. It's not true. He's not going to do that.
Yeah, I know it's not going to happen. Work's been busy as hell this week. Whatever. Tomorrow could be quite busy though. Tomorrow I am going to go see Mortal Kombat 2 with my nephew.
Cool. Okay.
So he watched the first one with. I can't remember. I think I talked about this last week about we might be seeing it. We shall see last week before. So he did watch the first one with his parents, and they were like, okay, yeah, it's fine. Because it's gory, but it's like very obviously like fantastical gore. So it's not like whatever. So they got the okay, so we're going to go see it tomorrow afternoon. And then tomorrow evening, there's a good chance we're going to go to a concert because there's a show being put on tomorrow that I've been looking forward to for a while. But tickets have been kind of expensive, but I don't remember if I mentioned this in the show or if it was in the Discord last week. Plug for our Discord.
Sign up for the Discord. Come chat about games.
Yeah.
They made it in Ontario. They made it illegal to resell concert tickets or sporting tickets or anything like that on any platform for higher than face value.
So no more scalping. That's great.
No more scalping on Ticketmaster or anything like that. So, yeah, so it's like it's awesome. So, but tickets
now they just have to outlaw Ticketmaster and we'll be fine.
Yeah. So the tickets were pretty much face value, which were still kind of expensive. But then today the tickets dropped to $60 to see them from $95 or something like that, like $100 or whatever, because they're not sold out yet. And I'm assuming it's because I think people are kind of waiting to possibly tomorrow. I don't know, but the show I'm going to go see is I know Fraser will like this because one of the bands is from his home place of residence, Polaris.
Yeah.
And what's it called? Oh my God, why am I going blank? Why am I drawing a blank? Oh my God.
I don't know.
Electric Callboy. There we go. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a bit of fun, mate.
Yeah. So I wanted to see Electric Callboy last time they came here, but again, tickets were way too expensive in a smaller venue. In Polaris, I don't even know when the last time Polaris was here, and I just recently got into Polaris, probably like late last year, maybe mid last year. So
yeah,
pretty pumped. So we're not going for sure. It's just a possibility. We're gonna keep an eye on tickets tomorrow, and see what happens.
Keep us in the loop because I love me some live music.
Oh, it's great. I love it. Yeah. I can still take live music at this age, which is good.
Yes. You just got to get seated, mate. Just get a seat.
We do. Yeah, we don't get general admission or anything like that shit. Hell no. And I even get kind of annoyed when, like, it's a standing concert where it's like once the headliner comes on, everybody stands up. When before I was that person, I'm like, you can't fucking sit down during this. What are you talking about? But now I'm like, oh no, because if everyone stands up, then that means I have to stand up.
Then I
for the
can't
whole thing.
see. Yeah.
It's like, oh man.
We went to a show a few months ago, and it was the most amazing experience. I'm sitting there, I've got a beer, I've got a hot dog, and I'm watching a live music. Like, you can't do that in general admission.
No, you can't. Not if you don't want to eat it up off the floor after a while. It's not happening.
Right. You can, but you got to stand all the way in the back.
Yeah, exactly. And then why did you buy general admission at that point?
Exactly, you're right. It's like if you buy general admission, especially if you're going to like a more of a heavy show, you better be up at the edge, at least at the edge of the pit. Like that's what you need.
Yeah, that's usually where I like to go. Not quite in there when I got kind of older, but just right around the edge. I want to feel the pressure of being kind of swayed. But I don't want to be like pushed around.
Roundhouse kicked in the face by a
I definitely don't want that.
I used to be one of the guys on the edge of the pit, so that when someone came at me, like depending on how I was feeling at the time, they might get a shoulder,
a cheeky elbow or shoulder.
No elbows, but I'll do a shoulder.
Yeah, you'll do a shoulder.
Elbows are a little bit too evil, but I'll do a shoulder.
That's so nice of you. That's
so
Disney of you, Chris.
I know.
But that's pretty much it for us. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow.
Nice.
Cool.
Let's see. I'm still on vacation.
Yep.
So got to do lunch with some people from work today, so that was fun. I kind of talked about the job thing already, so I'm not going to go into any more detail. I will say this: the company that I work for that laid me off, they just laid off another 600 people on Monday.
Oh, it's my God.
And it's all about they're trying to get rid of people that don't have AI skills to hire in people that have AI skills. And it's like it's really frustrating because it's like it would be cheaper for you just to train them the AI skills that you want them to have. Mm-hmm. Then because they already have the domain knowledge. Like now you're going to try and train
it's more
new
expensive
people.
To onboard a new employee.
Exactly. It's like, what are you doing? Yeah. They're making. I'm serious. Like it's just this is the right time.
They're probably trying to fast track it. Just be like, we want someone who knows this stuff right, but they're not going to know all the other.
Exactly. The domain knowledge is more important.
Yeah,
because the AI usage that we're doing is pretty easy to learn. So. But other than that, I know tomorrow night you got Geoff. You were talking about a concert. We're going to basically the Nerd Symphony. Apparently, so we're going to go see the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra. And they're doing Star Wars and More is what the title of it is. And I happened while you were talking about the concert you were going to, I pulled up the actual show, and they have the whole program already up here, and it's like fucking 2001. It's got Mission Impossible, James Bond, Batman, the Avengers, Pirates of the Caribbean, and then there's 5 or 6 Star Wars, and it ends with fucking Duel of the Fates. I'm like, that's how you end things. That's how you do it. So I'm looking forward to that. My wife and I are really into being able to go see the symphony when they're doing nerdy stuff. We saw they did a Final Fantasy symphony, and we absolutely went and saw that. So I like doing that kind of stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. But other than that, not much else going on this week. Like you guys said, games. So let's talk some games. What do we got this week? Anything new?
Yeah.
What do we got?
We got Forza Horizon 6.
Oh, that game. That game's getting good ratings.
Yep.
It is. That was my first pick in the fantasy draft. Just saying.
Yeah. Fantasy draft.
You want me to mimic the?
I'm
nice.
Happy for you. Yeah, nice.
I'm happy for you.
Well done. I can't do it as good as that kid can, but
yeah. I
don't think anybody can, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, it's a perfect meme. I love it. It's
really
perfect for that fantasy league. It's because anytime someone gets a good score on a game, that's all you're gonna see from everyone. But no, it is getting very good reviews, as most Forza Horizon games do. I don't think if the last 3 I think have been in the 90s. I think. So this is just another 90s to their belt, notch to their belt.
Amazing.
The game doesn't really come out officially till Tuesday. But I am a sucker for that early access.
Oh, do they have an early access? Okay.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yep. And this one was more expensive than usual because usually it's like $30 because it usually comes with like some extra stuff or whatever, and then like the early access. Where this I justified it to myself a couple ways. One, it comes with both expansions they're going to do for it, which I always end up buying anyway.
Yeah.
And they're always really good. Like they're not half-assed at all. It's not like the Starfield DLC we got with Shattered Space or whatever with that. And second, of course, was the show because I'm like, well, now I can have. I mean, if I do get it today, I could talk about something new. Okay, I'll do it for that.
Yeah.
Are you blaming this show for you spending money?
25% of it.
25%.
Yeah,
25% of the decision is based on the show.
Listen, this show has never made any of us spend any additional money ever. Not ever.
No. Oh my god,
that's
it's really
completely
bad.
a lie. Just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, I've been playing that. This one takes place in Japan. It's one of the settings that people have been wanting for a very long time. I would say almost since the first Horizon, I think, or when the second one was announced. I think they're like, oh, they really got to go to Japan.
Yeah.
They're finally doing it. It looks amazing. It runs amazing. It is Forza Horizon. I don't know what else I can really say. The progression system, they went back to what they were doing in 3. I think 3 was the last one they had, like the wristband progression system, where you start off at like the lower wristband, which is like lower powered cars or whatever, and then you move up. So you're gradually getting to the better cars for the actual races you're doing at the festival. You can get any car you want at any time to like buy or whatever, just drive around and do the side stuff, like the breaking of the signs, the smashing of you can smash into these mascot type thing, like Japanese mascots they put everywhere, and you can run into those. That type of stuff you can use any car anytime. But now for the actual races that are like specifics, I'm going to say, for lack of a better word, story races.
Yeah.
No, it's not really a story. So they're kind of gated behind these wristbands now, which I actually like because it gives it more of a progression. Whereas like 5 and 4, you could, once you got the car you wanted, you could technically just use that the entire game.
Yeah.
And there was no really incentive except for just wanting to change it up to change cars. So this kind of like gets you to kind of experiment a little bit more. And they have 2 settings. They have like the festival campaign, which is going through the story, which is you are in Japan, you got to become the legendary racer, Japan, and it's kind of like the storyline for all of these things. You just kind of level up and get up there.
You're a nobody and you become a somebody.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Yep, typical video game storyline, basically.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Basically an RPG. It's an RPG now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's a car PG.
Yeah, car PG. Oh man, Forza Motorsport did that, and look how that turned out. And the other one is like Stories of Japan, or I think that's what it's called. Frase, are you playing this at all? I'm not sure if I should be talking.
I have. You're more than welcome to talk about it. Okay. I'm going to be getting it, but I'm not going to be able to play it at the moment.
Okay, because I was just wondering. Okay, so if I ever forget something, I'm not going to go to you. Is what I'm getting at here. And be like, what is that called again?
I got my steering wheel out. It's ready to go.
Nice.
But
gotcha.
That early access for me till Tuesday, like I'm otherwise occupied.
You're not going to get a good use of it. Yeah, makes sense. So the Stories of Japan or whatever, those are more like side stuff, but it's cool because it takes you to a lot of the I guess kind of like the notable areas that they have on the map, and oh my god, landmarks and things like that. There's one where it's like it's called the day tour or whatever. You're just kind of in a slower car and you're kind of like in a convoy of like 4 other cars while the girl's like on the radio like telling you like about certain landmarks, like the history of the car you're in Japan. Like the first one you're in is like I think it's like the first Civic ever.
Cool.
And, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're giving you like a lesson. It's kind of like, I heard a term for it today. They called it edutainment, which is kind of cool because you're learning something, but you're also still playing the game.
Yeah.
That's one of the things on there. Getting the mascots is another part of that. So it gives you a lot of things you can do, and what they keep improving on is the gameplay loop in Forza Horizon is so fucking addicting. It's crack because it takes that just one more life or that one more level or that one more mission and puts it in a racing game because there's no real break until you decide there is one. Because the second you finish doing something, it'll pop up and be like, here's 4 options. And you just pick which one you feel like doing, and it puts a marker on the map and you follow it. And if you don't do that, you just want to drive around freely and you're like, what do I want to do right now? I don't know. You can look at the map and there's icons everywhere. And you know how I feel about icons. I'm not like the biggest.
So it's a Ubisoft game,
right? They're your favorite.
The icons.
Yeah. And then you just talk to Anna, and Anna's the GPS voice, the AI since like the second one or whatever, or might have been the first one, where you can just ask her what should I do, and she'll just say, what are you in the mood for, and then she'll just pick something for you to do, and then like, you just go and do it. Like you never have to look at the map if you don't want to.
Cool. Yeah,
and that makes it so engaging from like an interaction perspective, because there's not gonna be like you're not gonna be like, oh, the end of a cutscene, now's a good time for me to like go to bed, now's a good time for me to stop, because it's literally going to hit you with that next dopamine thing, because everything you do in this game gets you something, some experience or a new car or a new wheel spin, and so there's always going to be something you're going to get for doing something.
A new wheel spin.
So you get wheel spins like jackpot type, like slot machine type thing. It'll give you like a reward from that. Yeah, those are the
gotcha.
There's a lot of drifting in this game, which I was not a fan of the drifting in other games, because I'm not sure if they made it easier in this one or not, but I'm having a much more fun time drifting in this game. And I think it's mostly because some of the events are so like built around drifting, because that's like a big cultural thing of racing in like Japan.
Tokyo Drift, baby.
Yeah, there you go. They give you a tuned car specifically for drifting, so it makes it so much easier and more fun. Like, am I the best at it? Fuck no. I still crash into the walls a lot or overturn or whatever, but I'm doing way better than I did in the other Forza games, that's for sure. The Horizon games.
Yeah.
Soundtrack's pretty solid. They always have a good selection of song. They got some like Turnstile on there, Spirit Box. Of course, I'm mostly going to go down like the rock and metal station, because that's like baby metal's on there, of course. Because
they're the only 2 stations you need.
Yeah, exactly. They have an all Japanese station too, which is all Japanese.
I'd be listening to that, I reckon.
Yeah, I keep that on when the game picks a specific soundtrack for a race. I don't change it. I just usually keep it on there.
Yeah.
But I'm really liking it, man. It's really good, and it's the way that they've done Japan and kind of condensed it, so you could be going through like downtown Tokyo to like going through like cherry blossom, let's say it's cherry blossom like field or whatever, and like a bunch of cherry blossom trees everywhere, to like a snowy mountain in like a small like amount of time. It just gives you so much variety in like the environments, and I think it's the most like vibrant and interesting setting, at least more than last 5. I want to say last year's, but 5 was Mexico. Nothing against Mexico, I love Mexico, and it was still great vistas and stuff like that, but this one just seems to pop more. It seems to be more a little bit more variety, definitely more verticality. There's way more hills in this than like mountains and stuff. But I'm not too far. I've only played like a few hours maybe.
Are there any major differences between 5 and 6? Like what are some of the big advancements they made?
Oh man, I don't know. Like it's hard to say the big advancements, because something that I would not think is a big advancement, someone else might think. Like
yeah, that's true.
The biggest thing I could say that this is going to sound boring, but the menus are a lot easier to navigate. Mm-hmm. I thought the menu was a problem with 5 and 4. And I just think the way it's less confusing because they do the wristband thing. You can still pick whichever car you want in your garage for each race. It's a lot easier to figure that out. So I think it is easier to know which kind of car you should be picking for a race, if that makes sense. It's kind of, like I said, in 5 you could pick any car you wanted. So it'll be like, this is a dirt race or an off-road race. And you could literally go on there with like a Lamborghini if you wanted to. Like it's for most of them. It's like you would never want to do that.
Yeah, that's
so you have to go to like the recommended tab, where now it basically just immediately lays out the cars that is kind of recommended for that
Yeah.
for that circuit or for that track. So it's
Gotcha.
yeah, I think it's more accessible to newer people, but not in a way that like veterans of the series would be like put their noses up to it or anything like that and be like,
So
oh,
is it
this is too
like the
difficult.
off-road? Is it like rally? I'm
There is
assuming
rally stuff.
there's
Yeah,
rally. Okay,
yeah.
that's
It's
cool. That's
literally a
cool.
big open. I mean, like it's like yeah. There's rally. There's rally in snow and dirt,
okay.
and mud. Yeah, it's like it's really good. I actually think you would not hate it. I know you're not a big racing fan, but
yeah, and that's the thing. It's like honestly, the only reason that I haven't really played any racing games in the since PS3, I guess.
Yeah.
PS3 360. The only reason is because of how much time they require. Like, because I was big into the first 2 Gran Turismo games.
Oh, those are
and to the point where like the first Gran Turismo game, I did everything. Like even the there was the one race that was like you have to do like 100 laps or something like that. And it's like it's not like a 24-hour thing, but it's one that you're sitting there for like 3 or 4 hours playing the game. I did that, and I lapped everybody like 80 times. So but that's really the only reason that I haven't gotten it back into that kind of stuff, is because I know it would probably consume me, and I wouldn't play anything else for at least a month or 2.
This would consume you in a different way. Sorry, go ahead, Frase.
I was going to say, Forza's the only racing game I play.
Yeah.
And I think it's because it's got a very like user-friendly arcade style racing to it. You can go fully into customizing everything. I don't know anything about cars, so that stuff's all completely over my head. You can tune anything and everything, but you can also upload your tunings. So I could just go to the store and buy a car and tune it to how this guy who's really good at tuning cars, how he tunes his. And so you're not at a disadvantage for not knowing what you're doing. And
you're not at all.
It's very much it's flashy. There's colors and the music's amazing, but it's not really difficult, but it's also not really easy. It kind of
it's got a good. I think it's got a great difficulty for new people.
Yeah,
it's like the average, like the normal difficulty. It's going to take you to get used to the game, but once you get used to the game, I think you might actually start thinking it's a little too easy.
Well, a lot of them have kind of
you can adjust a bunch of shit,
but the learning is kind of built in, because you start in like the less powerful cars on the slower races, just so you get used to how everything controls, right? And that's I mean, this is Horizon, right? Horizon was supposed to be like the more arcadey way of doing things.
It's not motorsport.
So I know Forza Motorsport was very much like Gran Turismo, where it was like
basically
it was a racing sim, right?
Yeah.
How, like, from an arcade perspective, like what would you say is like 50-50 arcade versus sim, or
it's sim in regards to like there's no boost, there's no nitro, there's nothing like that, but it's not sim in like the controls. Like there's definitely a lot of leeway with turning and with braking on by default, but you can, like Frase said, you can turn all that shit off and you can basically turn it into a sim. But I don't think it's best played like that. And I don't think it's really, I don't want to say meant to be played like that, because that sounds fucking like kind of pretentious, but like I feel like people who want the sims don't play Forza Horizon, at least not for that reason. I think I mean, dude, in this game there's a race where you're fucking racing a Gundam. Like, I mean, you're not gonna get that in
that's pretty cool
in Forza or Gran Turismo. Exactly. Cool, like, and you're racing a bullet train, and it's like it's not just a drag race. Like, you're going through like these mountains and stuff, and like the train will come through a tunnel, and you're jumping over it, and it goes into like slow motion, then you're coming down or whatever, then a Gundam busts out of the fucking like forest and shit goes flying. It's like it's fucking incredible, and that's not like exclusive to 6. Like, this is in all of them. Like, there's a Halo themed race in either 4, I think it's 4 or 5, where you're racing like a Pelican. There's Banshees flying around, and you're in a Warthog driving around. It's got the Halo theme blaring. It's you fucking race against a Harrier jet, I think, in one of them. And
5, you can even change the sky to it being Halo sky. So when you look up, you just see the halo going through.
The halo ring.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's not just linear progression. It's not like Gran Turismo, especially the early ones where you had to get like your licenses and then you had to go build up all those races to get your next license. Like it's not like that at all. It's strictly like you're in there and it's like go, the world's your oyster type thing. Yeah. But it's not overwhelming, even though there's so much shit to do. They do such a good job making it seem like you're not just going to crumple out of the pressure of all these options because they streamline how to do them and how to get to them. And
when you were saying that, like, that sounds like a really good feature. Like, essentially, so is essentially someone that's basically saying these would be good options for you.
Oh, you have people talking to you constantly.
Yeah, okay.
Like you have people like in the story where like your friends that are talking over the radio. Then you have Anna, who is the GPS system, who can tell you what to do or whatever. So you and they'll come on the radio and be like, "Oh, just to let you know, there's a whatever close by here if you want to go check it out." And then you can literally just hit a button, like it'll give you a prompt, like hit X or whatever if that's what you want to do, and immediately puts the waypoint on your mini map with the route to how to get there. And it's when it does that, it's always stuff that's close by. It's not going to be like it's across the fucking map. I mean, but there are some races that take you around like the entire maps and stuff like that in these games. But it's hard. Like I wouldn't say go out and like you don't have next time you sub to Game Pass for like a month or something. Definitely give it a try. Or if you ever see like 5 on sale on Steam or something like that, or whatever, give
5
it a shot.
5 is brilliant. 5 is a brilliant game. But also, if you do the Nitro for Discord, the base level Game Pass is available in that now. You get that as
I forgot about that.
As a free perk. So
Discord Nitro? Really?
Yeah, if you pay for Discord Nitro, you get like the most basic level Game Pass as part of it.
Because I have Discord Nitro. I'll have to go look and see.
So you'd have Essential.
I don't think one of Forza 6 will be on it. But
no,
5
it would be an alternate
for sure.
Be on it. Yeah, 5 is probably on it because that's been out for like 5 years now.
Yeah,
or something like that. But yeah, I'm really loving it. It's going to consume me for a bit, and it will consume you, Chris, if you do try, because you do have that completionist in you.
Oh, yeah.
And there is a lot of... That'll be a problem if you go back to 5, especially, because they constantly update these games and add stuff to them. So if you're going in now, it's going to be like so much fucking shit. And that's even without the DLC stuff.
The last racing game that I played was Burnout Paradise, and it was overwhelming. Yeah. It was overwhelming.
Top tier racing.
Hot take. That's my least favorite Burnout game.
And
the reason why is exactly what Chris is saying. It's like it was overwhelming. It was open world. I didn't like the way how you got to the races, like going to the stoplights or whatever, and you had to like really pay attention to your HUD.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I thought I wasn't gonna like Forza Horizon, the first one. And then when that came out, I was like, holy shit, this is really good. This is the way Burnout should have done it. But I didn't like Burnout either. Paradise. I'm a Revenge and a Burnout 3 guy myself.
Yeah, Burnout 3 was amazing. So,
but
good stuff.
That's it for that. And the only other game I started playing, Mafia Definitive Edition. In between games after I beat Mixtape and because I couldn't really stick to anything. I will just say this: I do like it,
but
it's really good. The but is if I hadn't have played Old Country last year. And it's not because Old Country does anything specifically much better, but so far the story is almost beat for beat exactly the same. And I'm just like, I could be like, well, this character is just like this character. This character is just like this character. Like even specific things that kind of happen. I actually thought like, have I actually played the first Mafia game before? Or am I just remembering this from Old Country? Like have you played any of them? I know you played Old Country, right? Phrase?
Yeah, I've played them all.
Okay.
3 is amazing. When you get to if you're going to play them all, 2 is just a better version of 1. But 3 takes a whole new approach. Still the same idea, but
is that the one that's kind of polarizing for a lot of people?
Yeah,
like some people love it or hate it. Yeah. Okay,
I loved it. I thought it was so good.
I do like how it has the open world, but it's not really an open world.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of stuff to do in it.
More of
Open?
more of the open world than the others.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I am gonna probably stick with it. It's going by a lot slower than I thought. Like I thought I was gonna have it be able to finish it by the end of this weekend, but now that I got the early access or Forza, I don't think that's gonna happen, and I don't really have the urge to poop socket just because I kind of feel actually I need to now just to see if it plays out exactly like how I think it's gonna play out. Like I think I already know how it's gonna play out, but we'll see. But yeah, that's basically it for me for this last week.
Okay.
Oh
yeah.
Frase, what are you playing, man?
Oh man, I've got a whole bunch of things that I've been playing. One thing that I do want to have a little talk about though was like a couple of weeks ago, I got invited by Blizzard to check out the preview of the latest expansion. And what was really cool about it, so I love Diablo, but I'm not a huge dive in, figure out all the intricate mechanics, min-maxing characters, all that kind of stuff. I don't do that. I go in.
You don't play it with spreadsheets, is what you're saying.
That's right. That's right. Kill some demons and just enjoy it. What they did with this one was they had an NPC there, and you could walk up to him and you could ask him for anything in the game. And so you walk up to him, you're like, I want to be max level. And he's like, cool, done. And then you're like, I want to have...
This is just for the preview, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to say, what?
Yeah. And then you're like, I want you to give me all of the gems. I want you to give me all the stuff. Give it all. And so I got to experience Diablo at like max potential that I've never played it at before.
I want this legendary set.
Yes. Yeah, that was exactly right. And it was incredible. It was so weird, though. It was such a weird way to experience it because they had...
I can see you playing. It's like, this is what it is to feel. This is what it feels like to be rich.
Yeah, that's right. And so I got to play the full Lord of Hatred DLC storyline. So I played through the whole thing as a completely max level, fully kitted out badass, and you just roll through it. But it was really cool. It was a really fun little experience. Yeah, the DLC for Lord of Hatred's pretty good. They've done a whole bunch of new things to it. They have completely redone all of the skill trees of every single character. So
I saw that. That looks scary.
Yeah.
Actually.
So all of your old characters are now nothing. But they made it again, like Forza. They've made it a lot more user friendly. So You're not looking at this giant skill tree and being like, what do I do?
What's good here?
Yeah, it's laid out quite simply. Defensive attacks, offensive attacks, specials, all this kind of stuff. And you put a skill point in the main ability, and then it opens up a little tree. But that other tree used to be its own skill tree. But now it's just a single selection. You choose one of three of these.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I'll click on the middle one. And then, do you want to do this or not? No, I don't. All right. Well, that's that attack finished. Let's move on to the next one. And you don't have to like dump random points into things that have got nothing to do with what you're trying to do to then get something else.
So they get something else.
Yeah,
that's good.
It's it was really, really, really cool experience.
I wanted to get that, but
yeah, it's
not yet.
Honestly though, it's just more Diablo.
Yeah.
If you like Diablo, it like does full circle with the story. They've completed this chapter of what is happening. And so I don't know if that's opening up for like Diablo 5 or if they're going to go down another path. But kind of this era is over. And so, yeah, they've given us a couple of new characters. Like I said, they've redone a whole bunch of skill trees. They've brought in a bunch of things from like Diablo 3 and Diablo 4 and popped them in. Just feels like a fully complete thing now. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Eventually.
That was pretty cool. One game that I never ever thought was going to get DLC, and Jason, I remember having a conversation with Jason about this last time I was on the show. There's a roguelike beat 'em up called Kyborg. And there's a DLC for it. What?
Yeah. I saw that on the store the other day.
Yeah. So obviously I got that and I punched my way through that. So that was pretty fun. As a paid DLC, probably not worth it. If you
How much we talking here? How much was it?
I think it's $15.
Okay.
But
how much is the game?
25.
Okay, so okay.
But
50% of the game, yeah.
The whole thing with Kyborg is it's all about genetic implants, making yourself stronger. The DLC doesn't include any more genetic implants. There's like 4 new weapons, 3 new areas, a bunch of new enemies, and that's it.
So you're not really building your character per se. You're just kind
different.
of...
Yeah, you're still using the same stuff you've been using.
The DLC is marketed as endgame content. So actually, in fact, you can't play the DLC until you complete the base game on the hardest difficulty.
That would... that's a big note for me.
The DLC adds a difficulty. So you're now playing it even harder. So most people are not even going to be able to get to the DLC.
Yeah, very
odd.
That's an unusual choice.
Yeah.
Very
odd choice. Which is a shame because Kyborg's cool. It's like, if you're into like beat 'em ups, it's a really fun like arena beat 'em up with roguelike progression. So yeah, that was that. And then I've just been playing a couple of little like sim games. You guys know I love my simulation games.
How's your hentai sim game going?
Oh yeah, what was it? OnlyFans Simulator.
OnlyFans Simulator, yeah.
The great thing about these sim games is that they run really well on handhelds. So it's like the perfect thing for me to for my hour trip to work in the morning. So I played one called Librarian, and
that sounds riveting.
So it's called Librarian. Tidy
Give
up
it a second,
the library.
Jeff.
And so it's set in a magical
realm. You play the guy
realm.
with the cart that has to put all the books back.
Them, okay?
And someone's gone into the library and knocked all the books off the shelves. And you have to go and put them all back where they go. It sounds silly, right? But it's got this awesome dopamine hit of something like Power Wash Simulator, where you have just a mountain of books, and all of a sudden, oh my god, the pile's getting smaller, the shelves are getting full, things are dinging, colors are flashing.
I was gonna say, is there colors and dinging and noises? All the
and
dopamine.
Because it's like fantasy themed. There's power-ups and stuff. And so I've got like sight beyond sight.
I have a great idea.
Look into a pile of books and find the ones I'm looking for.
Frase, you just gave me the best idea. We need an augmented reality simulation game where it just adds all the dings and the colors when you're actually cleaning your house.
Cleaning your house? Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
That's what we need. That's what we need.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it gives you like life points or some shit like that.
HoloLens. That ever come
out? So yeah, that's been really fun. But the big one that I've been doing, there's this little indie developer called Petite Games. They've just released a record store simulator called Wax Heads. Now,
Wax Heads?
Yeah, I don't know if you have played Tiny Bookshop.
No.
It's you've got a little caravan, and people come to you, and they're like, "Hey, I need a recommendation on a book," and with the information that they give you, you have to go and find said book. Now, this wax heads is that. So you're standing behind the counter and someone will come in and they'll say, hey, I really like this sort of music. Can you help me find something? Now, what is amazing about this game is that everything is hand-drawn. Everything. There is over 100 records that have all been hand-drawn. Not just the covers, but the inserts, the picture discs, the back, track listings, interviews with the band, everything. And so every kind of few days, a magazine will come in, you flip through the pages, again, all hand-drawn, and you get information on new releases and stuff, and then a customer will come in and be like, oh, Geoff's just released its new album, and then you're like, oh my God, I read that in this thing. I know exactly what album they're talking about, and then you go and find it. And
really, that actually sounds kind of cool.
It's cool just because everything is like the nostalgia thing of it is wild. The animation style is like, do you guys used to collect stickers when you were kids?
Yeah,
and you'd get a book,
and
it'd be the background,
yeah,
and then you'd have the stickers and you'd pop them where you wanted them to go. It's that, but just animated. So the characters don't move, but they're a sticker, and with a white outline, and they kind of go. Doo, 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 doo. It's cool. It's really, really cool.
I'm assuming it's not licensed like records and stuff, but do some of them? Can you see what they're going for? Can you be like, oh, this is totally going for like, I don't know, the White Album or something?
In fact, all of the records have music as well.
That's
all been recorded that you can listen to. On the jukebox in the store. So they're all made up bands. They're all made up artists. There's a couple that are like, oh yeah, that could be them. But it's very much.
But nothing that's so blatant, like that's supposed to be this or whatever.
No. So yeah, it's cool. I reviewed it for the Gamer Social Club, and it's the first time I've ever given a 10 out of 10. Like,
shit.
Absolutely.
Is that just on PC right now?
No, it's on everything. It's on all consoles. I absolutely adored it. Like, just...
I'm going to check that out.
Absolutely adored it. The animation was amazing. The amount of time and effort that they've put into every aspect of it just blew me away.
What's it called? Sorry, wax
heads.
Wax heads. Huh. Yeah.
Yeah. So
very
it's
cool.
A funny little animated record store simulator. It is narrative driven, so it's not like a completely random thing. But yeah, it was really, really cool.
Oh, it's narrative driven, so it's not really a game. Slop.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right,
let's get ahead of yourself.
Let's start this. All right, let's go. I'm ready. I'm on the edge of my seat. Oh, yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's me. That's me. I'm just making sure I've got a review under embargo, so I'm playing that at the moment, and I can't.
You can't do that. People hate when people do that. I can't say what I'm playing, but I'm playing something.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't have a ton, nothing new. So one thing new, but it's something. It's an older game. Playing a lot more Control. It definitely has clicked. Frase, this is like the third time I've tried to play it. I don't know why, but the first two times it just didn't click.
Yeah.
And this time it did, and I am having a lot of fun. And as I was getting ability points to put into my skill tree, first thing I leveled up was launch, just all the way down for launch. Just it's so satisfying just to pick up anything and just throw it. It's great. It's awesome. And so that's been a lot of fun. I am at the part where I'm trying to think of how much spoilers matter. Like at the very beginning, you know that she's going to the bureau looking for her brother, right? I'm about to get to him. That's where I'm at. So it's been a lot of fun though. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I've been trying to do a lot of the side missions, get the extra ability points. I just ran into the jukebox for the first time today and jumped into that first thing with the jukebox, and it was like, you have 20 minutes to do these 4 things, and I was in the middle of the third one. It had 5 minutes left, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna finish. So I ended up dying, but it didn't matter. But yeah, I'll have to go back and try that again. But I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Weird game, isn't it? Like
it's there, like it hits a lot of things. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's not a scary game,
no,
but it's certainly unusual.
Yeah,
like the shit that's happening is it really makes you think. And like one of the things that Geoff asked me about was is the dude with the refrigerator. He asked me about that last week. Now that he's got his headphone back in. Can you hear me now, Geoff?
I can, yes.
Okay. So last week you were asking me about the dude in the refrigerator.
Yes.
I got there.
Nice. Okay.
So that was a bit interesting. And like, just there's like it's very, like, the way they've designed everything is just very creative. And I really enjoyed like, especially with that particular, was it the refrigerator one, or was it I think it was the anchor. So there's an anchor and it's like replicating clocks, right? And that one was really cool because the way that it like it basically distorted the house and like created new ways for you to move in order to get to it. It's just like really, really interesting stuff. But yeah, so I'm the next mission is me meeting up with my brother. And then I've got I got to figure out the jukebox because
gotcha.
That first attempt at the jukebox didn't go very well. So
Control still has one of the coolest last parts of a game, last levels.
Yeah.
The ashtray.
I didn't like really.
Is so good.
Oh. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's super interesting. I didn't really spoil anything for myself, but I was looking up something about one of the side quests, and it showed me a list of the story missions, and just like the names of them.
Yeah,
and it seems like I'm more than halfway through this game from a story perspective.
It's not super long.
Yeah, so I'm certainly prioritizing more of the side missions, so I can open up more of the skills and stuff like that. So the most recent object of power I got gave me the levitate, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But
levitate's fun.
Levitate is fun. Yeah, I'm liking it. That game's good, man. I'm really glad that I gave it another try. I'm very, very happy.
Me too.
Let's see. I did. I was playing a little bit more Crosscode. I didn't get too far into it. I'm definitely approaching that game the wrong way, so I got to figure out how to do it because so Crosscode, one of the things I mentioned last week is it kind of takes place as your character is within an MMO, and each of the people that you meet within the MMO are played by players outside of, well, not like NPC it's not a multiplayer players. NPC players in the world that are outside, but the person that you're controlling does not know who they are outside of the game. So there's like there's a memory thing going on. But I'm playing this game like I would play an MMO. I went and collected all the fucking side missions, and I'm trying to do all the side missions before I move forward with the story. And I'm like, I probably need to stop that. So, but it is, I am having fun with it. It's the battle mechanics are really interesting because there's it wants you to go on, like streaks. So you run into a mob and you kill all the enemies in the mob, and then like the battle music will keep going, and you'll have X amount of time to run and find another mob and take them out, and you get better drops the more you kill in like the before the like the battle ends, right? So if you are out of battle for more than 10 seconds, I don't know what it actually is, but like like there's a meter that lowers, and once it drops, you're out of combat, and then it'll give you all your experience, and it will help start refilling your health. So while you're in battle, you're not refilling health, but when you're out of battle, you get it back. Okay. So and then there's a skill tree too, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to immediately go to one skill on the tree that says that over 60 seconds you get 50% of your health back while in battle, because that will definitely help with extending the streaks, because it like changes grades on you. Like you start out with D, and then you go to C, B, A, and then S. So it definitely has that desire to get into battle and to keep staying in battle and rushing to the next screen and just finding enemies and jumping into the battle again. It's turned like the gameplay loop has turned out to be pretty fun, but I just have not advanced the story at all. So, but yeah, that's been fun. So this past week on Wednesday, finished up Shantae Advance. Nice. It was the fourth part. It was the fourth session. So got through that game. Game is really good. Like it's probably a really good entryway to someone who wants to jump into Shantae for the first time, because the story is relatively early in the canonical series. And it gives you a good introduction to all the characters. And the gameplay is solid as hell. And it's just fun. And it's a quick burn. Like it took me 8 hours, but I went and got everything. So you don't have to do that.
You Ricky-O'd it.
Yes, I Ricky-O'd it. But yeah, so next week on Wednesday, I will start playing Risky's Revenge. Is that the one? Yes, Risky's Revenge. And looking forward to that. So it'll be fun. That'll be Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. So join me. It'll be fun.
Cool. Yeah.
And then the last thing, I had this on my wish list, and I don't remember why I had it on my wish list.
Probably Jason played it.
I'm thinking it might have been a Jason game, but it's called Mystic Bell, and it's a Metroidvania where you play a witch that's in a witch school, and I don't. It's like she's trying to do something, and ends up catching an intruder, like destroying a very important concoction that they're making. And they blame her, and then she has to go and get, and the whole story is that she has to go and find all the ingredients to remake it. It's a Metroidvania, but it's one that is more focused on item based puzzles. So you find items that you pick up, and you also find points of interest that'll tell you, for instance, there's a drawbridge, and it says, I need something really heavy to hit this with in order to get it to drop. So you have to find the right item that goes with it. And that's a lot of how you progress, is finding the items and then understanding how to use the items in the game. And then as you fight bosses, you learn new spells to help you navigate and things like that. So fun little game so far. It's pretty easy. I'm not sure how it ended up on my wish list, but I picked it up and I was
looking at it just now, it looks like something Light Edge might have recommended to you.
It could have been
just by the art style. That art style doesn't say Jason to me. That's why I'm thinking it might be Light Edge. And
I have a feeling you're right now that you mention it, because I know that Jason did what was the name of that game? Westigo or something like that. There was one. There was another one that was I get the two. I think I'm getting those two mixed up. I think it was I'm trying to find which one it was, but I think I'm getting the two mixed up. And then it was Westigo that he suggested, and not this one. Wendigo Blue.
Oh, so that was definitely Jason.
Yeah, that was definitely Jason. That's more of a beat 'em up. But yeah. Mystic Blue was on sale for 70% off, and I'm like, what the hell? So I'll do it. But yeah, that's it for me. Geoff, you need to stop dying, okay?
Sorry.
No dying. Maybe don't do that during the podcast.
I wish I could not do that, but it ain't happening.
Before we jump into like finishing things up, I do want to talk a little bit and see what you guys think, because I'm looking at this from the outside because I haven't played it, but there's a lot of polarizing opinions about mixtape.
Oh yeah.
And I wanted to get I want to know what you guys think about that type of game, like the experience game, right? It's not really, it's like Geoff, like what you said last week. It's like it's mostly just mini games and you're just experiencing the story, right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
And I feel like is that what it is? Is it that type of game, or is there something specific about mixtape that people are put off?
I think there's something very specific about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's the reception it's getting. It's the fact that IGN gave it a 10. The fact that I got multiple 10s. Like kind of funny. Like I think most of the people that played it on their team gave it a 10 or like a 9.5. And you know the internet, man, they like to compare every single game to every single game. So if like Mixtape gets a 10, but Ghost of Yote got like a 9, what the hell? Like when one's barely a game. It's like they can't separate that. It's not like a 10 doesn't mean a perfect game.
No.
It just means like the experience is the highest recommendation you could possibly give. And maybe it's a 10. Like to me, I really like Mixtape. I would not put it like as my game of the year or anything like that, just because it's not really my cup of tea in terms of games. But the fact that I liked it as much as I did means something. I for that type of game that I've played, would I give it a really high score? Yes, I would. I might even give it the same score of something I would give like Ninja Gaiden 4. But I like Ninja Gaiden 4 more. Like that's the game that I would prefer. But I don't think that the quality, and I think people have a hard time with that. That's part of it. But before I go with the rest of my thoughts, Fraser, you've played Mixtape. What are your thoughts on the game, and have you seen any of this discourse that's been going on?
I try and stay out of all of that nonsense because it's so...
Well, we don't watch it too, Frase. Let's do this.
So painful reading through this. And people just throwing around the words like slop and woke and all of this.
Oh, is it getting woke stuff too?
Like, which to me makes no sense that it's getting the woke label.
No.
It's 3 white suburban kids. Yeah. And like, what is like, based on those anti-woke people,
it's unreal. It's like, people just get words and they use these words until they don't mean anything.
Yeah.
Like calling it slop. What does that mean? Explain to me what that means. Slop? Because to me,
and they can't.
Exactly.
Do you know, like, it's just like woke. It's just like saying woke. It's like, well, what is woke?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Explain it to me. And they can't. They're just using it as a derogatory term.
Yeah.
Because they feel like it's something they can do.
There's something in there that they don't like personally. And because they don't like it, no one else is allowed to like it. And if you do like it, then you're woke and you're slop.
Yeah.
And it's unreal. So like, I loved Mixtape. I thought it was good fun. But I like simulation games. I like the Telltale games. I don't necessarily have to play a game to get stressed out, to get PvP kills, to get all of these things. Like I game for different reasons. And I don't think that Mixtape hit me the same way as it hit others. Like I grew up in New Zealand. Our coming of age is very different. We don't have these, we don't have these massive parties. We don't have like sororities. We
just weren't invited to them.
That's it. Exactly. And so that part of it didn't hit. I'm also a little bit too young for the music. So I was born in 85. So my teenage years were kind of 2000, 98 onwards.
More like the emo phase.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
That's
like
right.
MCR and stuff like that.
So what mixtape did for me was it brought back memories of me discovering music, of me thinking about these, this really tight-knit group of friends. And it made me think about my old friends that I've like lost contact with and things like that really brought back memories. The first time I ever heard Tool, the first time that like I watched a scary movie with some of my friends, like that's what mixtape did for me.
Yep. And I think that comes lost on a lot of people because part of the discourse I will see is it's like marketed, it's just for like elder millennials and Gen Zers who grew up in that time period. I'm like, well, yeah, on surface level, that's obviously what they're going for with the music, the era and everything. But you're kind of missing the underlying point. Like everybody can relate to social relationships.
Yeah.
You don't have to be there's social stuff. Like I can't relate to fucking the main characters in like Persona 3 or Persona 5. They're teenagers now in a totally different fantasy world, whatever. But I like the characters because they're written well and I can relate to that aspect of it, the relationship aspect of it. And I think games like this get not just mixtape, because it's hard to not just bring up mixtape because it's so new. But a lot of games do get flack and be called like, and they say, well, the game doesn't have gameplay in it. Like the fuck it doesn't. Like, I mean, the first 5 minutes you are controlling Stacy on a skateboard doing tricks, and it's not just like you are fully controlling her, going like left, right, speeding up, jumping. You can get an achievement or a trophy for ollieing over a car, like at the very beginning. So it's like there is gameplay. It's not sweaty shooting people in the face with guns gameplay.
Yeah. And I think a lot of the thing that I've seen is like people don't talk like this. People don't act like this. But do you know what? They used to.
Yeah.
We actually used to talk like that. Yeah. If I wanted to go and see my friend, I would have to get on my bike and ride to their house.
Yep.
I couldn't just text them. I couldn't send them photos. You just like, I've got this idea. I'm going to go and see my mate Henry. So I'll call him. Hey, is Henry home? No, he's not. Shit. Okay, can't go and see Henry. Who can I go and see?
Or you go looking for him.
Yeah. You go off and exactly.
Because if their parents knew you, it's like, oh yeah, they went over so and so's house. All right,
playing Street Fighter at this corner store.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. And so that's what this game did for me. Like making like crazy slushy flavors, knocking all of the things off in the video store. Like it just every single part of it was like, man, this was my childhood. Like this was, we didn't have the same like, New Zealand doesn't have the big like college sports teams and the marching bands and all that kind of big stuff. But a lot of their underlying small things were there. And these people that are saying this is not how it was, well, I'm sorry, but it was how it was. Yeah. And that's why it's cool.
I remember the woke stuff now when people, because I made a tweet about this game and it fucking blew up. Like,
yeah, it did.
Tanya was like reading some of these replies. I'm like, can you believe this shit? Look how angry people get when you like this game. And she doesn't get it. She's like, why though? Like, I'm like, I don't know. And we're just reading through some of them.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, some of the wokeness comes from, if it was really based in that era, they would have been more curse words and more racism. I was like, are you shitting me
racism?
Right now? Yeah, like they're not using like the N word or something. I'm like, are you serious? They're like,
listen, I never fucking did that when I grew up.
No, that's the thing.
No,
I
did
not speak like that when I was a kid.
Maybe you did because you're a fucking racist.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you'd go over to a mate's house and maybe their dad might speak like that. But but my parents didn't. I didn't.
No. I didn't.
And
yeah,
it's so weird. Such a
it is
weird thing that people
And
just get so caught up on.
Yeah, I don't
and when
know.
you see like the things that people are saying that are negative, it's mostly like, this isn't a game, you know? And one of the reasons that I wanted to bring this up is like, it's not a game. Okay, fine, it's not a game. So, but why is it that something like Dispatch got away with it? You know,
and
we kind of touched on that last week, because if you go look at OpenCritic for Dispatch, like it's the same critic rating, right? 87. It's the same critic rating.
Yeah.
But the player rating for Dispatch is 100. Now I don't know how many players have rated it, but on OpenCritic, but that's the thing. It's like, I mean, there is a difference, of course. Like it's more of a like an animated comic book. It's like it's more of a adult themed and sort of that sort of thing.
But in terms of the game aspect.
Yeah, but the game aspect is it's the same idea. It's like there's not much game there for Dispatch.
I would argue there's less game in Dispatch than there is in Mixtape. In fact, I would even argue that I think that's objectively true. Like in Dispatch, they're gamifying the choices you can make, which we've talked about that they're kind of the same anyway. Like Tanya and I picked
the only action gameplay you have at all is that hacking stuff that you
exactly the hacking stuff. Yeah, there's the hacking stuff, and then the place where you are dispatching them, but there's no fail state. Like you can not do anything there and you still get through it. So
well, see that's where people were saying like that it's not a game because you can't fail. But does that make it a game? Like being able to fail something or having to retry something? Is that where we're at now?
I guess apparently that's where we were. Yeah.
Like,
I guess my big thing is like if it's not something that you are interested in, just don't like. There's a few games that
don't.
Yeah,
play
there's a few games that come to mind when I think of like the experience type game. Right, Mixtape is obviously one of them. Dispatch is one of them. Sword of the Sea is one of them. I would think.
Yeah.
Any of the Telltale games?
Journey. Any like the Telltale games, the team that made Journey, like all of their games are that way, right? And a lot of those, I don't see the same level of it's not a game hate, right?
No,
I don't understand.
Not as much anyway.
Yeah, sure. I don't understand why Mixtape is getting hit by this so hard.
I really think a lot of it has to do with the reviews, man. Just because it was like. And now that the review has dropped below 92 or whatever it was at,
people are quietening down.
People are quieting down because people are afraid that I saw people making arguments like, well, if these type of games get this type of review, then that's what all the devs are going to jump onto and start making. I'm like, that's not true.
That's not going to happen.
This is not going to happen. If Mixtape sells 13 million copies, then yeah, a couple publishers are going to take notice and be like, maybe we should make one of those. But one, these games don't sell 13 million copies.
No. Yeah.
And everyone's too busy chasing games as a service. And look how well that's working out for a lot of companies right now.
Yeah.
Let art be art and let someone who like wants to show their way through a game do what they want to do. If you don't like it, don't like it. Like the amount of people I saw commenting on mine and then seeing like a mutual post about Mixtape in a positive way, and then just kind of going through like the comments that are saying like, "Hey, that's cool. I liked it too." And then I see like some of the same fucking people. I'm like,
yeah,
they're literally just attacking anyone who like miserable POSs, man.
I'm wondering if I have a feeling some of it is bots. It's like.
Oh, I'm sure some of it is.
Yeah. They have the ability to say something is woke, so they're like woke. It's the woke. Get the woke bot out there.
Yeah,
get the woke bot.
Get the woke bot. Yeah, fucking woke bot goes around looks for things that people call woke.
I want to go back to sleep. Like, it just is unreal. So, like, even if you think about, say, let's look at something like Myst, for instance. That's just clicking things. On a page, that's less than what Mixtape does. But Myst is like,
speaking of that time period,
that's one of one of like these massive kind of cult games that everyone talks about, and all of a sudden, that's not a game. Don't be silly.
No,
Don't be silly. All I do is click. I do that on Microsoft Word.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. It's these games aren't they're not my go-to by any means.
No.
Every once in a while I will find one that I really like. Like Sword of the Sea, I really like that. Firewatch was great. That was one of the first ones.
No, I didn't play that one.
What was the one with the walking tower that was out last year that you got?
Keeper. Keeper was really good.
Jason played that one, right? That's the one that he was really into?
I played that too, yeah. No, I don't know if Jason finished it. I finished it. Okay. Yeah. It was really good. But again, it's not usually my go-to. That one I would say has a lot more game to it, though. There's actual mechanics and stuff. Yeah. That's why it's hard to dance around that game because what they show of it in trailers and everything isn't really what the game is. It's really hard to say without spoiling stuff.
Do we also think that it's got something to do with people's expectations? I know that a lot of people thought it was going to be narrative choice based, blah blah blah, and it's not, because I'm playing through Outbound at the moment, and it's a little survival thing, and now that it's come out, the survival part of it's really light, and the discourse is this game's not survival, it's not a good game. And so we're putting these labels onto something that it's actually not. And then when that it's not that thing, people freak out about it.
Yeah. They get their hopes up because they make up this thing in their mind and be like, well, this is what I anticipated. It's not that, so it must suck. It's there's a game recently that that was a big part of discourse where everyone thought it was going to be a certain thing and it wasn't, and everyone... And I'm not talking like what we're talking about right now, mixtape, like a AAA game or something. Oh my god, this is gonna bug me. I think it was definitely in the last few years, and I think we all played it on the podcast too. We ended up not
say it again.
There was a game that everybody assumed was gonna be a certain way, and then it turned out it wasn't gonna be that at all, and it got a shitload of backlash. The first game I remember really this being an issue was Brutal Legend.
I was going to say Brutal Legend is what comes to mind for me.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm talking recently, within the last couple years.
No, I don't.
Gonna bug me. I'll have to go back and look at all the games I've played recently.
Yeah.
Let's see, but I think you're right, dude. I think that has a very significant chance of being the reason a lot of people are bummed about it. I thought it was going to have more dialogue choices for sure, but I also played Artful Escape, which was their first game, and there wasn't a lot to that either, and I really loved it. That's why I looked forward to mixtapes, because I played Artful Escape, and I was hey,
I was looking forward to the music, and I think it just missed me. I reckon if I was a few years older, then a lot of those songs would have hit. I in fact hadn't even heard of quite a lot of those songs.
They went for
this was a big Gen X game. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that's another part of it is that there's a very large community of gamers that they don't relate to what's going on here.
No.
I think that immediately moves them more towards a negative aspect of how things are looking for them. And that's probably very likely why Dispatch isn't getting the same type of treatment, right? Because that's something that everyone can relate to. It's not it's not a generational thing, right? So it's just really surprising. But the hate is just
weird though, because I didn't live in the fucking 30s and I like Mafia. I didn't live during the Prohibition, and I don't. Well, I can't relate to these characters. If you can't relate to a character, that's a different thing. But that's, I don't know.
But then you can't turn around and say that you can relate to Call of Duty.
Well,
it's exactly the same. I can't relate to 99% of the games that I play.
Yeah,
it's so and I think
it's a weird.
Going back to that thing that we were talking about of that not everything is for you, and that's okay. Just because you're a gamer doesn't mean that this game is made for you. It's so crazy.
It's an entitlement, exactly.
Yeah, there was
the same thing with the difficulty arguments people have about Souls like should have a difficulty like slider. It's like,
yeah.
No, would it be nice for some people? Sure, but play something else. Like
that's exactly right. There was a few years ago, there was a watch that came out, and I think watch nerds are even more nerdy than video game nerds. And so
really?
This watch was a collaboration between Tag Heuer and Super Mario. Pretty cool collaboration. There's only 1,000 of them made in the world. And all of the watch nerds were like, we don't give a fuck about this. This is dumb. We hate this. And then obviously it sold out in seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And because the video game nerds were like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I need this.
Yeah.
I've never worn a watch in my life.
Yeah, exactly. And then and so then the watch nerds were like, oh, why can't I have one now? Because it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
This is not made for you.
It's Transformers today and like Ninja Turtles today. Yeah. Like our generation shits on all like the movies and stuff, but they're not for us anymore.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They capitalize on us going to see them because we have the nostalgia for them, but they ain't for us.
No.
Like it's oh man.
Unreal.
Well, oh man, I was gonna say something. God damn it. You were talking about the watch. Watch not for you.
Things not for you.
Something to do with them. Whatever. We'll pretend to have a point. We'll move on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, I concur. I think
the big point to make here is like, you know, these games like this, just make your own judgment. Don't don't listen to.
And I remember what I was going to say.
It's not going to be for everyone. Go ahead.
Like Frase said, he doesn't like to get in like the thick of it and stuff, which is the right way to look at it. Like I eventually turned off notifications on my my Twitter because like I've said a bunch of positive shit about games that aren't even like well liked or anything on my Twitter that have never gotten this response. No. But I'll just say like you said, they're not every game's for them. And if you took social media out of it, I think most people who play these games, whether it's Dispatch or Mixtape or Gone Home or Firewalk, they're gonna like them. Especially ones who like those type of games. If they don't see the discourse, they don't know that it's happening. And I think it's contagious, both negatively and positively. Thank God, it got this game way more attention than it probably ever would have.
Yeah, that's true.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Tanya loves it. I bet you, Chris, you probably love it. I know for a fact all my friends who don't really play like video games much, they would probably love it because the era, and it's very simple to get into.
It's just silly little things. Sweeping leaves out of a fire pit.
Yeah,
making slushies, knocking off videotapes, skateboarding,
shooting a slingshot,
a slingshot.
Yeah,
but there's no pressure to it. Do you know what? If you miss, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we should just delete all social media in general.
I tell you what, man. Twitter is a fucking cesspool now. I just don't go anymore.
Yeah,
it's awful.
Yeah. Well, I usually don't have that much of a bad time on it. Honestly, this is literally the first time. That I've like.
Just don't listen to the woke bots, guys. Don't listen. to
the woke bots. The sleep bots is what you want to pay attention to.
Cool. What do you guys think about some new releases? Let's do this. There's actually quite a bit next week. Based on the list that I'm looking at. So it's interesting that you mentioned Myst, Phrase, because Myst and Ribbon are both being remade with VR, and they're coming out on the 19th.
I think that's why I thought about it.
Had it in your head.
Because I must have seen it somewhere and thought, that's odd.
And they're coming out for PSVR 2, and to be honest with you, I've never played either of those games.
No,
so it's one of those things. It's
I played Myst a little bit, but not a lot.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's see. Corsair Battle of the Caribbean, which is a pirate naval strategy game. Let's see. Forza Horizon 6, which we talked about earlier.
I'll be jumping into that. I'm excited.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Deep Rock Galactic is getting an early access for basically an FPS spinoff called Rogue Core. So that's on the 20th. Phonopolis, which I haven't heard of this one, but it says it's a story-driven puzzle adventure that is set in like a handmade cardboard dystopian city. So stylistically alone, like that makes me want to go see what it looks like. Like I don't know much about it, but Thick of Thieves, which is a stealth heist type sim. Burden Street Station, which is it's a surreal narrative adventure with conversation, shape-shifting persona changes, and weird world building. And so, again, I haven't heard of this, but some of the stuff sounds interesting. That's on the 21st. Luna Abyss, which is a first-person bullet hell action adventure. A Schrodinger's cat burglar. It's a quantum puzzle adventure game starring a cat. So
I'm in.
Pick of the week, baby. Pick of the week. Let's do it. Starbites, which is a sci-fi turn-based mech RPG. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book hits next week.
Oh, that's next week already?
That's next week, May 21st. And Bubsy 4D is next week. And as we spoke about it on the Discord, there's going to be a special extra character in Garfield's Kart 2. But that's a joke. Don't worry about it. That's not actually happening. But that's coming out on May. Garfield Kart 2 is a big thing on the Discord. If you want to know more, come join the Discord server. And then probably the biggest one next. Well, I don't know about the biggest one, but like there's several big games next week. One of them is Lego Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight.
That's next week too.
That's on May 22nd. May 22nd is Friday, sir. So yeah.
Wow.
That is your new release list for next week. A lot of good stuff on this list. So I know we used to do pick of the week. I don't know if you guys want to do a pick of the week this week, if you guys have one.
I mean, mine technically is already this week, but
Forza.
It's Forza Horizon 6.
Yeah.
I'm a massive Warhammer nerd. There's a new Warhammer game coming out on the 22nd.
Oh yeah, I missed that one. Mechanicus
2. So it's like a turn-based Warhammer thing. I believe there's also a Festival of the Skulls, which is happening. It's like a yearly Warhammer festival where they drop a whole bunch of anything Warhammer related. So I think Alana Pierce is hosting it because she's the voice of the Sister of Battle from Bolt Gun 2, which is coming out.
Okay.
So
Bolt Gun's really cool.
Yeah, Bolt Gun's so good.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bolt Gun 2. So hopefully that's my pick of the week. I got to go Mechanicus.
Nice. I think mine would have to be Lego Batman.
Yeah.
So
that snuck up. I didn't realize that was next week.
Yeah, it was like next week's a big week, man. Yoshi the Mysterious Book looks interesting too. It's not something I would buy, but
no, I wouldn't.
You know, it is on my
it's too woke for me.
It's too woke for you?
Yeah.
I did pick that one up in the Fantasy Critic, so we'll see how that one lands. But yeah, that's it. So anything you guys want to touch base on before we get out of here? Frase, you want to pimp what you're doing?
Yeah, so I'm if you want to come and hang out with me and what I do, I'm over at the Gamer Social Club doing some things over there, but I also run my own YouTube channel, F-Bomb Gaming, where I've actually just been I've just become part of the IO Creators program. So they're the Hitman guys. So I've been doing a whole bunch of Hitman stuff on my channel. At the moment,
that's pretty soon too, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
end of May, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, 27th, I think. But at the moment, it's the season of the banker. So
I wonder what that redacted game is.
What redacted game? No, that's not it.
Sorry.
Your redacted game.
I wish it was. No. The season of the banker is Mads Mikkelsen from Casino Royale. So they have made a James Bond crossover Hitman level where you have to go and take out Mads Mikkelsen. So that's cool. A little bit of fun trying to figure some fun stuff out with that. So yeah, come and hang out. I also play indie horror games on Wednesdays live. So if that's your jam, swing on by and get scared with me.
Speaking of, did you play? Quick question. You don't have to go into super detail because I know we're wrapping up. That new one from Don't Nod.
Oh, Aphelion?
Yeah, no, not that one. Oh, Aphelions a Don't Nod one, not that one. The other one that came out that looks like Aphelion, but it's not Aphelion.
Oh, the super massive something?
Yeah, it's a super massive.
Directive
that one, yeah. Directive
numbers?
1080 or something like that. Yeah.
No, I haven't.
No?
I actually haven't played any of those games, to be honest.
Mm.
I know that I would like them, and they've been on my radar for a long time. I
just
own
never
them all,
played them.
just never got round to playing them. Yeah, looks cool though.
Does look interesting.
Good stuff. Cool. Well, I'm gonna prep this before we go into it. Phrase.
Yep.
Geoff always goes last. Okay.
Okay.
Just keep that in mind. Yep. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please tell a few friends about us. And if you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment. All those things really help us. Interactivedistractions.com will bring you to our link tree, and that will bring you that has a link to our Discord. So come join the server and hang out with us and talk games. So with that, that's it. Until next time, my name is Chris.
My name's Fraser.
I'm Geoff.
Play your games, and we'll talk to you next time.
We did it.
We did it.
Yahoo! I did it.